folks, it's John from lastchanceautorestore.com. I'd like to share with you an update. We have our truck and trailer ready. This is one of our enclosed trailers that we have. We have the 1970 Volkswagen Single Cab Pickup. So we're just going to do a brief walk around to share with you a couple of updates that we've done. And the reason why we're getting it ready to go in the trailer is because we have a couple of areas that we're going to spray a bed liner material on for our client. So essentially what I'd like to do is just share with you where we're at now. So in a previous video we shared where we had dry fitted the doors onto the body, and then I'll just open this up. So on the inside now, I'll kind of move over to this side out of the way of the camera. You can see first of all in the roof, that was all just bare metal. And so we had primed it and has some rust inhibitor on there, and now the silver that you see is the sound insulation package. So we've installed a sound deadener or sound insulation to the complete roof area, and then you'll see that black tape that's going from the front windshield area across to the back. You can see a couple wires sticking out. That's wiring for the courtesy light for the interior. So there's no clips or anything that hold it in, so we're just going to tape that up before we put the headliner in. And then in the previous video we shared with you where the under dash section, the venting and the louvers and the back of the headlight pots, they were still the original blue color. And we had mentioned in the previous video that we're going to work all that later. We're going to mask and paint it. So now it's all done, and it obviously matches the rest of the truck with this custom green that our client picked. You can see it coming together quite nicely. So we had the steering column and base out of the vehicle to do all of the detail work in the firewall area, and then we went ahead and degreased, cleaned and painted the lower column, the shaft of the column, and then we'll be painting this later. We have it all sanded and prepped, so we'll be painting this top piece later on, and then there's quite a bit of work to do in the dash and dash top area. And then we went ahead and installed the sound deadener or sound insulation package to the complete front floor underneath the area of both the driver and passenger side seats, and then also that storage cargo area in the center. So we have all that detail done, and then just minor stuff they like to share. And this is one of the main reasons why we paint the body separate with the doors off of the vehicle, and we paint the doors separately. You can see the detail here where we have, there's no evidence of any color change. There isn't any shadows of blue. We don't have any paint flaking or that sort of thing. So it's all nice and clean. The hinges are all painted to match, and you see we have all new hardware for the hinges. And they're plated. So the detail work is starting to come together. You see even on this side in the previous video the original Volkswagen with the serial number with our tag and our date code. That's I think October 1969, so it was an early 1970 model. We want to make sure that we preserve as much of the detail as we can when we're doing the restoration. So you can see the back panel, which basically gets all covered with the seat. There's a bench seat that goes in there, but we like to have that finished all as body color. So the detail work looks quite nice in the interior in the cabin so far. You'll see our striker plates for the doors. We just have them in the bare metal right now, but what we'll end up doing is we'll remove both of these. We'll sand them, prep them, and we'll paint them so they'll have the correct satin black paint finish. So it's coming along quite nicely here. So then I'll just shut the door, and then as we come along this driver's side, you can see this back panel. You can see our masking line. We just wanted to preserve the outside edge to make sure it was painted correctly. We didn't want a lot of overspray in the back panel or in the bed floor area, because these surfaces will receive the commercial grade bed liner material. So it's a commercial grade, and we're going to take, that's why we have it ready for the trailer. So we'll be taking it there next, and then they will do their thing and mask everything out and prep it all properly. For the top of this bed floor, you can't really tell, but there was a substantial amount of work done because someone had drilled countless holes. I think we lost count after 96. So there was a great number of holes. I'm pretty sure it was 96 holes that were drilled across because it had different uses in different years. And some of these models in the single cab truck, they typically had wooden strips that they ran down, and they had grommets and then screws that went through. But over the years there was a lot of modifications and a lot of staggered holes, so we filled all of them in. So we actually welded them shut, ground them smooth, and then we've applied this commercial grade primer to protect those areas. And then when it goes to the bed liner people, they will basically just surface scuff this, mask the whole vehicle out, and they'll apply their really nice bed liner material. So as we come around to the passenger side, same kind of idea with the bed in the back, with the addition of this storage area. So being the single cab truck, we have basically the whole width of the truck from one end to the other is full cargo area, and our client is going to utilize this area by making some special brackets and pull-out drawers, so he'll have total use of the inside. So we media blasted and cleaned, and we have light primer on all the bare metal. So now this whole area is going to be ready, and they will, once again, you can see the detail here where we have it painted on the inside edges, and then they will do the bed liner material inside also. And then we'll just open this passenger door, and then you can see obviously from this side the same kind of idea. The lower dash is all painted, and the nice sound deadener, sound insulation package, which will make this quite a bit more enjoyable for our clients. They tend to drive them quite a bit, so they want to have it as quiet and as enjoyable as possible. So basically that's the stage we're at now with this 1970 single cab Volkswagen pickup. So what we'll do is when it comes back from getting the bed liner sprayed, we'll share with you another video, and we'll do a little bit of a walk around and show you what it looks like. So while it's being done, we're still working on the side fold down panels and the rear tailgate panel. And then hopefully we'll time it properly so that when the vehicle comes back with the bed liner done, we'll have the side panels both inside and out painted along with the tailgate. So we'll do a video showing the bed liner, and then we'll install the panels. So this is the 1970 Volkswagen Single Cab pickup. I thank you for watching. I'm John from lastchanceautorestore.com.